Well, it's been an interesting baseball season, especially when you look at the Yankees. It's really kind of three acts right now. First act, the Yankees got out of the gate very well. Were playing great. Then they had a horrible stretch where they lost like 18 out of 28 games. And now, after the All-Star break, they're on fire again. So as they say in aviation, they are taking off. Now the question is, can they maintain the hot play? What do you think, Rich Kaplan?
Absolutely, I think they can maintain the play. I think that what we saw yesterday, we saw Masahiro Tanaka. Tanaka is a consistent pitcher. He's a no-holds-barred individual. Doesn't speak English, but yet he is calm, cool, collected on the field. And in aviation terminology, his situational awareness is dead on. He got 14 strikeouts. He had outstanding backup from the get-go, and I think that it just shows that the Yankees are on a roll. And I think that, today unfortunately they did not win, but you can't win them all. But yet they're in first place for a reason, and the reason is consistency. They know what they need to do, and they go out there and they do it.
Oh, Tanaka, I give him credit for his latest outing, but during the season, I think he's given up more home runs than any other pitcher, and he had a horrible stretch. But if he can return to his pitching from years past, I think the Yankees would be great. I think one thing I really got to give the Yankees a lot of credit for is that Jacoby Ellsbury is probably one of the worst contract signings the Yankees ever made, getting $22 million a year. And Joe Girardi said, look, I'm going to play the kid, Clint Frazier, who's making the minimum as our starter, because he deserves to play over Ellsbury, even though he's making $22 million a year. And it shows you that he's playing the guy that deserves to play, not the guy who's making the huge salary.
I agree. I think that he's one of those players where he is showing the world, really, that he deserves to play and that he's working hard, getting the necessary hits that he needs to get when he needs to get them, and I think that's crucial. I think that's even more importantly is Aaron Judge. Oh my God, this kid is on fire. I've never seen a hitter who is so consistent when it comes to home runs than I've seen in Aaron Judge. And I think that is going to be the impetus for the Yankees coming into the postseason. If they make the postseason, which I'm sure they will, it's going to be very interesting to see how far they go, but I think that Judge is a reason they're going as far as they're going, because Judge fires up the team. Every time he hits that home run, we've seen Sanchez do it, we've seen Judge do it. I think that you have a consistent lineup. I think that we're going to definitely see a lot from this team as they go to the postseason.
Well, I honestly think one move that that Brian Cashman made really was a great move, and that was picking up two relievers from the Chicago White Sox, one of them being a former Yankee, David Robertson, who rejoined the team. And to me, it gives on the outside looking in, it gives the Yankees one of the most versatile, complete bullpens in all of baseball, because at the end of the bullpen, you got Betances and Chapman. But now you have Robertson, you have Adam Warren, you have this other guy they brought in from the White Sox. So now, basically what the Yankees are saying to other teams is, if our starter goes 5 innings, we're going to hit you with our bullpen for 4 innings. And that's exactly what's been happening, is that the Yankees have a deep, strong bullpen. And if you look at the Kansas City Royals, who won a world championship a couple years ago, they did it with a great bullpen. And I think that's what the Yankees are looking at right now, is that even though their starting pitching is not great, their bullpen can make up for a lack of a quality starting staff.
Absolutely, Howie. The bullpen is really what it's all about. In baseball, you're only as good as your pitching, and your pitching has to be good. And the Yankees, they have very good pitching, and I gotta hand it to them. They're winning games. They're going out there showing what they can do, and I think that in the long run, pitching, as long as we continue to see consistent pitching like we saw at Tanaka and Sabathia, I think that we're going to have a very good season. I think we may even have a postseason where we could be proud. Who knows? Maybe even a World Series. Anything is possible at this point.
Well, obviously I'm not a Yankee fan, I'm a Red Sox fan, but one thing I do admire what the Yankees have done is they really have a nucleus of outstanding young talent which you couldn't say for years. I mean, you look at Aaron Judge, and you look at Sanchez, and you look at, Didi Gregorius. These guys are all 27, 28 or younger. Bird, who's been injured, but, they still have high hopes for him. Now Clint Frazier. The Yankees are doing it, and Severino is their best pitcher, another young player. So they're doing it with a lot of quality young players, and a lot of that has to go with Brian Cashman last year. He took a farm system that was rated maybe in the middle of the road, but by trading Andrew Miller and Chapman, he brought in great young talent like Gleyber Torres, who's going to be a great young infielder for the Yankees, and Clint Frazier, who's already a starting outfielder, and Justice Sheffield, who's a great pitcher for the future. So I think that decision was huge because it built the Yankees for the future. And this is a Yankee team that should be formidable for years to come, not on veterans, but on a young nucleus that's only going to get better.
I totally agree with you. I think that the fact that you have a lot of youth in this team is crucial. I think that baseball is a young man's sport. It really is. And no matter how you look at it, we're seeing these young players coming in, and they're doing things that are just unbelievable. And I think that the lineup that the Yankees have is certainly superb. And it's superlative to why they're winning, why they're going out there consistently and doing what they need to do. They're in first place, and I applaud them for that. I'm sorry about your Red Sox. I have to say that this is going to be a season as a Yankee fan. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to actually going to some of these games and seeing these guys do what they do best. I mean, pinstripes forever.
Well, I will say, in baseball, there's nothing more exciting than a tight pennant race. In the American League East, you got the Red Sox, the Yankees, and the Rays all bunched together at the top. It's going to be a lot of fun because they play each other a lot the rest of the way. And, which makes it exciting is that, the Red Sox and Yankees still have like 9 games against each other left, and they play the Rays a lot. So I think it bodes well for down the stretch. We're going to see a very, very exciting run because, the Red Sox have a lot of great young talent as well. Mookie Betts, Jackie Bradley, Xander Bogaerts, Andrew Benintendi, all terrific young players. So really, they're two teams that are built with terrific young talent.
I agree with you 100%. I think that in the long run, we're going to see a really big push out of the Yankees, especially when they play the Rays and they play the Sox. I think that we're going to see a lot of very important games. Each game is important. That's how close this AL East is. Each game is important. And the Yankees have to keep winning. They have to win. I can't say this enough. The more they win, the more they have a better shot at a series. That's what it's all about. And I'm very proud of my Yankees. They've been consistent. They've been on fire as of late. I love Aaron Judge. I mean, Your Honor has definitely stepped up to the plate and has given us what we need. And when we need it, that's crucial. So I'm excited.
I got to say this lastly about the Yankees. The young talent has come through, but a couple of older veterans have really stepped up and pulled their weight and are making a huge difference. One is Brett Gardner, who's got several game-winning hits. He's got like 20 home runs. And the second is CC Sabathia, who a lot of people figured were washed up, but who's having a terrific season. So there are a couple of old veterans that are certainly stepping up and doing their share to help the Yankees win.
Definitely, Howie. I mean, Gardner has been phenomenal. Sabathia has been phenomenal. So, yeah, I mean, this is all in all, this is a cohesive machine, and it's running on all cylinders. So I think that we're going to have a very good season. I'm looking forward to the postseason, and I'm looking forward to see what the Yankees can deliver, Howie.
Time will tell. It's a great race. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you very much for your perspective, Rich Kaplan, on the Yankees taking off. Well, tonight's show was short and sweet, but we covered some interesting topics, and we hope you join us next Sunday for another great show. We want to thank Rocco Pasafumi, my co-producer and movie critic. And boy, did Rocco not like that movie today. And Rich Kaplan did a great job on the new LaGuardia transformation and drones. So, and then also we had a little Yankee Red Sox discussion. Hope you enjoyed, but please join us next Sunday right here at Poncho's 4245 Austin Boulevard in Island Park. And friends, you're always free to join us. We're here every Sunday at 7 p.m. So feel free to join us. Whatever you're passionate about, come and join us and join the fun. So with that, I got to wrap with this. My name is Halftime. I want to thank you for your time. Please join us next Sunday for the of Halftime. But at this time, we are out of time. See you next Sunday.